All right, here we go. Yin to detox. So I want you to come standing on your mat. We're going to start by standing. Now, we've just been working out quite a bit through Tabata, but I want us to start to feel grounded. So just rock your feet nice and slowly, side to side. And with every breath, start to lower your heart rate. So this is yin yoga. We're going to be holding our poses tonight for about 3 minutes. Some of them at 2 minutes, I'm going to have us change our position. All right, so let's stop the swaying, pick up your toes, and then kind of do a little circle with all 4 corners of your feet connected to the ground, to the earth, toes up. Then go the other way, soft through your knees, soft through your shoulders. And then we'll bring the toes just slightly down and let them naturally fall where they want to follow. Bring your hands up into your shoulders. Just do a couple big circles. What we're trying to do is guide those shoulders down. We'll do one more, and then we'll bring your arms down along your side, palms facing towards me, thumbs out like you're hitching a ride. Now, if it feels good and you feel stable, close your eyes. If you're still a little bit swaying from our Tabata, maybe just flutter your eyelashes, just a little squint. And soften your face. Soften your jaw and your cheeks and your eyes. Those shoulders have stayed down. Your knees are soft. Your hips are soft. We call this Tadasana, so it's a mountain pose. Nice, strong, grounding mountain pose. You can come to this at any point during any yoga practice, and you're still going to reap lots and lots of benefits. So let's find the connection to your breath. So take a nice big inhale, nice and slow through your nose. Fill up your lungs. Exhale out of your nose. Inhale it up. Exhale it out. Bring your thumb and your index finger to touch. Continue with your breathing. So in yin yoga, when we're going through the poses and the shapes, we want to find our edge, right? So not too much, not too little, kind of like Goldilocks principle. So we want to stress the muscles. We want to get past the muscles, and we want to put stress onto our fascia, our connective tissues. So deeper, so we can get that true opening. So lots of hips tonight. I'm going to talk about the meridians, because we're going to detox our body physically and mentally. That's the goal. Take one more nice big breath. And then repeat after me. I accept what is. I let go of what was. I have faith in what will be. Take a nice big reach to the skies. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Bring your hands down towards the ground. Put a giant bend into your knees. Grab your elbows. Bring your nose towards your knee and your head down towards the ground. So we're into Uttanasana, which is dangling pose. So it's a deep forward fold. It's going to release our spine. It's going to calm our mind. Now, bending the knees is going to assist us to go into it a little deeper. Okay. So with each breath, imagine stress pouring out from the top of your head with every exhale. So inhale positivity. Exhale, any stress you have is coming out to the ground. Now, as we hang out here, you can start to straighten your legs if you're still getting lots of space in your spine. Otherwise, put a big bend into those knees. Bring your tummy and your chest to sit onto your thighs. And just dangle. Maybe you find that you're rocking a little bit side to side. And then see if you can find that stillness. We're not here in dangling pose too long. and breathe. So the practice tonight, what we're going to aim to do is to calm our nervous system. And that supports natural detoxing. It detoxes our pathways by promoting some deep relaxation and meditation and concentration. We're going to reduce all that cortisol, that stress, let it out. Detox. Physically, we're going to target the deep connective tissues. Right? We're going to massage our internal organs. How exciting is that? And that's going to improve our circulation. But I want you to remember to always, always honor what feels best in your body. And whatever pose we're in, I want you to be able to breathe easily and fully in those poses. There's no trophy. This is your practice. Couple more breaths. And breathe. Let gravity be your friend. And then on your next inhale, bend those knees. Just bring your hands to sit on top of your thighs. Hold it here. Might be a little shaken from all the work we did in Tabata. Hold it for a breath. And slowly start to roll up. Stack one vertebrae on top of the other. Roll your shoulders back and down. Come to the top of your mat. Take a nice big inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your gaze far ahead. Then inhale to a half lift or flat back. Exhale and fold. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back into a downward facing dog. Stay into your down dog. Just for a second. Take your left leg straight up into the air and then put a big bend to that knee. Come up on the balls of the feet of your right foot and bring that left leg through your arms into the center. We're going to drop the back knee down. You're going to grab your blocks. You can actually grab your blanket as well. So you're going to put your back knee, your blanket at the back of your mat. So this is low lunge here with my knees kind of stacked. I want to take the back leg, back knee longer. So I'm into a low dragon. This is going to really start to open up our quads and our hip flexors. So we're going to stay into high dragon. So you can bring your blocks up on the highest level. And then press into your hips and lean. Press forward and down. So like I was saying, quads, hip flexors. And then of the front leg, that's that hip socket is going to work. So this is a crazy, crazy, amazing posture because it can hit all 6 of the lower body meridians. So when we talk about detoxing, right, it's going to hit the stomach and the spleen, our liver, our kidneys, our urinary bladder, and our gallbladder. So lots of meridians being hit here. So feel the pull of gravity a little more with each exhale. Now you can stay right here, or you can push to the outer of the leg and take your gaze up towards the ceiling, going to a little twisted dragon. So that front leg comes out a little bit. Maybe you're rolling on the ball of your foot. Your chest rotates up to the sky. Gaze up towards your ceiling. And again, soften your breath, soften your jaw, and soften your cheeks. So when we twist, we've got that little twist for our upper body, right? The chest and the spine. Take 2 more breaths there. Nice. We're going to rebound. So you're going to curl the back toes. Bring your hands between your front foot and then press back into a downward facing dog. So in down dog, your feet, your hands are spread wide. Now go for a little walk. Just walk your dog, but go slow, right? We're not doing power yoga. Trying to get that stretch to the back hamstrings. Do one more on each side. And then come down onto your knees. Now we can take our blanket, you can make it nice and wide if you like, or you move it right out of your way. We're going to go sitting from table. You're going to sit on your heels. You're going to walk your knees out a little wider, and then you're going to thread your arms in the middle of your legs as you slowly fall forward. Let's bring our head to one side. So walk those arms through the legs. Bring your shoulders and let the shoulders roll away. Let them fall in. And it doesn't matter what side of your head it's going to be. At the halfway point, I'm going to get you to change direction. So as you're here, right, breathe into your back ribs, the back ribs. Breathe through there. Or wherever it really feels tight. Maybe it's the back of the hamstrings, right? So we're going to stretch the back muscle. Now, child's pose, great restorative pose. It calms the nerves. It encourages relaxation of both the mind and the body. So it's a wonderful pose to do whenever we need to unwind. You know, I know it might look silly dropping and stopping into this move at the middle of the office, but sometimes you just have to. Just get heavy. And on your next breath, turn your head the other way. Sink back down. Really give in here. We've got another 2 minutes to relish into this beautiful relaxation. So imagine tension and stress melting away. Just like the snow melts, we can melt the stress away. If you're feeling tension, breathe through that spot. Let it go. And on your next inhale, it's going to bring our hands out. Start to drag them to the front of your mat. Bring your forehead down back to the ground and stretch through your upper back. Sink those heels back down. Take a few more nice deep breaths. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips up. Walk your knees in line with your hips. Let's curl the toes, push yourself back up into a downward facing dog. So press your chest towards your thighs. Now, maybe you want to walk the dog because those knees were bent. Maybe you want to push your hips to one side or the other. But I think walking the dog is the nicest rebound here. All right, let's take the right leg straight up into the air. Put a big bend into that knee. Come up on the balls of your feet and bring that right foot forward. Now find your blanket, find your blocks. So we want that to start the ankle over the knee of the front, and then walk your back knee further back so you're not right on your knee. It's a long leg. Bring the blocks alongside you so that you can just position them and you can be upright. And then you're going to push your knees and your hips forward and down. So again, getting into that hips and hip flexors, hip sockets. So this pose it does wonders and wonders and wonders for anyone who sits for hours at a day. Sitting in a chair, this will contradict that. So they say it's also very therapeutic for sciatica pain. So that might help. Stretches deeply into that front hip. So again, it's yin. So you don't want to push too far. You want to be respectful. Create length in your lower back. Are you holding tension anywhere? Soften it. We should be stressing our body a little bit, finding that edge, but not pushing to any pain, never pain. Now you can stay right here for the next minute, or if you want, you can roll into that twist your dragon. So you get rid of the blocks. Bring that hand to the thigh, push it away, other hand comes to the ground, and then you rotate your chest towards that front leg, that front knee. Take your gaze up and just let everything soften. Oh, yeah, those hips, they hold tons and tons of tension. Few breaths. And if you've done that twist, bring that leg back in. Kick the leg back behind you, and we're going to curl the toes. Press yourself back up into your downward facing dog. Go for a couple of walks. Go slow. Enjoy that stretch to the back of the body. Press your chest towards your thighs. Press your sit bone towards the sky. And say, yeah. Walk one more each side. And then we're going to come back down onto our knees. Uncurl your toes. And you're going to slide down onto your belly. And now let's grab, I'm going to stack your hands on top of each other. Grab your elbows. So you're going to come up onto your elbows. Your arms are going to be stacked. We're going into the Sphinx pose. So then we're going to bring the forearms out and out. So this is basically the width we want to be, right in line with our shoulders. So you can walk the elbows in a little bit, and you're going to prop yourself up. So now the lower back is going to get that sensation here in Sphinx pose. But a couple of things. So you want to press into your arms, your forearms. If that sensation is too strong, you're going to move your elbows a little bit further ahead. So the further out the arms go, less in your back. Now, we don't want any stress in our neck. So check that your neck has no wrinkles. You can also grab your block. Now place it on the highest level, right between your arms. and you can bring your forehead. Now bring your forehead to rest, not your eyes. Now another option is you can stay right there, but you can bend your knees if there isn't enough stress in your lower back. You're going to have to find what position of your knees, how far apart you want them to be. Okay. Maybe the toes touch. Not, but again, just find that edge. So this is a great pose to do when you're watching TV or reading a book, right? Look at, we can detox, right? Reading a book, watching TV. But we're also going to stimulate the urinary bladder and the kidney meridians. Big, big gains for our back. So as you're here, I'm going to give you some silence. Breathe into the space within your heart. Stay connected to your breath. It's got a few breaths left. If your knees are bent, just slowly start to bring them to the ground. If your head's on a block, let's lift the head. So remove the block. We're going to lower the chest onto the floor. You're going to turn your head to one side and rest your head on your palms. So you're going to bring your hands in, down in front of your face, then turn one cheek in. So if you're turned, whatever way you're turned, you can stay right here, or you can drag your back, one leg up. So you're kind of into a little half frog. But the knee that drags up, I want your face facing that same knee. So same side of the body. We're not here long. And if you've dragged that leg up, bring it back in line. Turn your cheek the other way. Drag the opposite leg up. Get nice and heavy. This relaxes the back. And on your next breath, that leg's up, drag it back in line. Both hands are going to come underneath your shoulders, and you're going to press into the floor to bring yourself kind of up. You don't have to come all the way up. You're going to drop down onto your glutes and bring your feet. We're going onto our backs. So we're going to go into a little spinal twist. So bring your block with you, both blocks. So lie on your back. Draw your left knee into your chest. Using your right hand, you're going to guide the left knee up and over and across your body, but only as far as your shoulder, your left shoulder will still stay connected to the earth. That's why we need our block. We're going to bring our block underneath the knees. So whatever angle it's level at height you want it to be at. Now the left hand's going to come into a T, Right hand is going to just drape over that knee, kind of give it a little bit of weight. Now play with your head and neck. Does it feel like it wants to go to the right? Does it want to stay to the center? Or does it feel good looking over the left fingertips? So you're into a nice reclined spinal twist. You're going to hold this one nice and long. Right? So this is a tiny, gentle compression of your stomach. So we talk about detox. That's going to improve our digestion. Right? Stretches the lower back because we've got that twist. So it's going to help us with mobility. And with every breath, just soften through the hips, soften your thighs. Surrender a little longer here. Say, I surrender. I melt, I cleanse. For the next minute, let's let go of bring the opposite, bring that right arm back up into a T as well. So the chest can get a little bit of an opening. Couple more breaths. And on your next inhale, we'll bring the knees back in alignment. Roll back onto our back. You're going to bring both knees into your chest. And if you can grab the up by your shins, interlace your hands over top of your shins. Let your heels fall, let your toes fall. And then just do a slight compression into your belly. So another rebound, but it's also massaging those internal organs. Take a few breaths. And we'll bring both feet back to the ground. You're gonna hug, or left leg comes, right knee comes into your chest, giving it a hug. Using your left hand, you're gonna guide the right knee over your body. Right arm is gonna come long into a T. You can bring that block, support the knees. Now, if you find you've got lots of tension inside, you can put the block between your knees, or it can sit so that that top knee, ram it in there, wiggle it in. So it's supported. We're bringing the earth a little closer. And then again, how does it feel for your neck? Do you want it to stay neutral? Do you like to look over the opposite way? Just give your neck a nice stretch. And the hand is on top of the thigh, soft. It's weighted. Slow your breathing. For our last minute, let's let go of that top leg. Bring your both arms into nice wide T. Soften through your shoulders, opening up the chest, opening up your heart. And on your next breath, we're going to start, move the block, roll back onto your back. Feet or knees are going to be bent, feet wider than your mat or mat width, arms to cactus arms, back of the hand kisses the earth, and just windshield wiper. So drop the knees, both knees to one side and hold it. And then floss the knees over to the other side. So side to side, nice and slow. And then the next time your knees come back up to center, bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. Take your left leg nice and long. Take your right leg nice and long. Bring your heels to the outside corner of your mat. You want to wrap yourself up in your blanket before we get too comfortable into our Shavasana. Now bring your hands together, palms together, and start to rub your hands fast, fast, fast together. Create some heat into those hands. And then when you think they're hot enough, they're going to start a fire, bring both palms over your eyes. So you want your head and neck nice and neutral. Just let your eyes soften. Let your breath soften. Your belly soft. Your hips, your pelvis, and your buttocks are nice and soft and heavy to the ground. Front of your legs, back of your legs, nice and heavy. Knees are soft. Now, if you're finding, not going to be here too long tonight, but if you're finding the knees are a little tense, slide 2 blocks right underneath those knees. Soften your ankles and your toes. Let your feet just be. Now you can keep your hands right there, but it doesn't keep our shoulders soft. So bring your hands down alongside your body with the palms up. Massage the back of your head. Just rock side to side. And find that spot, wiggle into it, where you can settle for a few moments. Know that I'm here to bring you back. So continue just to get heavy, to melt, and to surrender. Slowly start to make some small movements with your fingers and your toes. But also know that you're in your home. You can stay right here. Our Zoom meeting will end and you can take a longer Shavasana. No worries, it's for you. But if you're ready, maybe bring your arms up overhead. Give yourself a little stretch, nice and gentle stretch. And as you draw your knees up towards your body, roll over to one side. Use that big, strong bicep as a little pillow. Close your eyes for one more breath. And if you're ready, use that upper hand to kind of push yourself up to sitting. Oh, yeah. Take our arms up towards the sky. Join your fingers and join your palms and join your thumbs. Take a nice big exhale. Bring your hands to your thumbs to your heart center. Bow your head down. So I hope that each and every one of you feels a little calmer and a little cleansed in your mind and in your body. Thank you so much for letting me lead this practice and sharing your energy with me. Namaste.